Let's slide over to Group A, where one match featured maximum drama, the other, not a single ounce. We're going to head over to Germany to talk a little Benfica, Eintracht Frankfurt. This one ended 1-1. So Benfica came into this one 3 points ahead of Frankfurt after last week's dramatic 1-0 victory at El Estadio de Luz. I made my emotional power rankings yesterday. Maybe this will be something that we break out at some point during this tournament. Basically ranking the teams we have the strongest emotional ties to. Buddy, let me tell you, Benfica, number one in my heart. Nice. I fucking love this team. Their attack is so freaking unorthodox. When the flow of play dictates a pass is to go one way, they'll just stop on a dime, move the ball against the grain for no damn reason whatsoever. They don't care. It's just like, all right, switch it up. And against a team high on fundamentals like this Frankfurt side, that style is just going to be really awkward for them to defend.
Yep.
Frankfurt, everything to play for in this one. A win gets them back level on points with Benfica, puts them in the driver's seat for a quarterfinals appearance thanks to a better goal differential. And things were looking bright for the German side after Laura Freigang finds a streaking Géraldine Reuteler who fires a beautiful shot past Benfica keeper Lena Pauels. 1-0 Frankfurt pretty early in the match. Where was your head at when this Benfica side falls behind by a goal early?
I'm with you on Benfica. Love the attitude, love the physicality. But Reuteler, what a player. Love the pace, love the smarts, real poised in every match that I've seen her play. But I'm with you, man. Like Benfica, we've learned our lesson watching this team and watching some of these Portuguese players in the World Cup. They're not going to be phased either. And so, they go down 1-0. I was like, okay, do we have the Frankfurt we gotta have it game, or can Benfica come back from this? I was still 50-50 at 1-0.
I think we got both, to be honest.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good point.
This was a kitchen sink game for Benfica.
Yep.
Like I mentioned, on the road in Germany, they lose the possession battle 59-41. They're outshot 13-7. They fall behind by a goal to a team, and I feel totally comfortable saying this, flat out has more talent.
Sure.
Benfica earns 3 yellow cards to Frankfurt's 0, so you know what that means. They did what they needed to do to survive. Nycole Reisler comes in the 55th. In a substitution, we had a lot of commentator talk this week. The substitution that the commentator refers to as an attacking move for Benfica. Mm-hmm. Very prescient. Backs against the wall, 71st minute. Lúcia Alves, who gave this match her fucking all. She's out there in a cast. I don't know if she broke a finger or a carpal tunnel. It could be anything.
Yeah.
She wins the ball in the midfield. She's running towards the sideline with the ball. So she's running parallel to the end line. She's running like up the halfway line. And she's somehow able to whip a ball upfield to Kika Nazareth, who is super patient. 2 little touches from Kika before firing an exquisite cross that syncs up perfectly with a darting Nycole Reisler right boot for a historic equalizer. That wasn't the end of the drama, though. Lúcia Alves, a tad overeager, commits an extremely dumb foul on Carlotta Wamser at pretty much the edge of the box on a nothing of a chance in the dying embers of the match. Penalty gets called. We're now 3 minutes and 55 seconds into the 5 minutes of stoppage time. Laura Freigang steps up. No hezzy, no pull-up. No hezzy pull-up Jimbo. Just a straight run up and fire it. And I felt for Freigang in this spot because she played really well in the group stage. She has played really well in the group stage. She puts the ball in basically the one spot she couldn't have, low into the left and not particularly near the post, precisely where keeper Lena Pauels was playing for. Disaster for Frankfurt. They now need some serious magic to survive this group stage. And what can you say about this Benfica side? Just heart of a fucking champion. It looks like they have the inside track now to the quarterfinals.
Totally right. Great call on Reisler. She looked excellent from the moment she stepped on the field. You expect that kind of stuff from Kika Nazareth. The first thing that I had wrote in my notes, like after that goal, was great ball by Nazareth, but what else is new? Like she's going to play the ball perfectly almost every time. Reisler needed to do the work to get in front of her defender to score that. And I just thought that was great effort by her. The work rate was good. And that's what you need from a player who you bring on in the 71st minute. You're on there to be a super sub, to be an energy boost. Feel bad for Freigang. Like, that's not what you want there, but you got to give Pauels a ton of credit. Great read, great guess.
Yep.
I'm guessing the scouting report had something to do with that. She smothered that thing. She was never going to not stop that from the way she dove.
No chance. Excellent call on Kika Nazareth, because while we see difference makers on this Benfica side, it's always Nazareth to somebody else or somebody else to Nazareth. Like, she's just always in the mix. She's just like the connector to the nth degree on this team. And props to her. She's finding who she needs to find to basically break through in these matches. And I think for them to have, I just want to go back a second here. For them to start off losing 5-0 to Barcelona on the road in the first group stage match At that point, I'm like, oh, damn, like, was my read on Benfica, was I wrong on this? But turns out that I think it's just a matter of they're so unorthodox when they're really, really overmatched, overpowered, like they were at Barcelona. That's a huge step up, obviously, and they've got a lot of baggage from last season. It looks worse than it is because they've got a funky style. They're not the most physically imposing. Joked about kind of them getting in the weight room. I wouldn't kill them, still to this point. We'll see. There's still time.
Sure.
But that's just kind of the way they play. In these matches that are in the balance, it works for them. And I think to get a big win against a big club at home and now a big time draw on the road when they needed it, just fucking massive. And now they've got the inside track to the final 8, and it's going to be an exciting last couple of matches here. Both of these teams obviously still play Barcelona one more time. And I think Frankfurt's going to need a lot of help, but it's not quite over just yet. Still some exciting football left to be played here in Group A.
For sure. I mean, I think you nailed it with Benfica, and I think we've said pretty much every level in like kind of that mid-tier as you're a rising football club. I think I've asked, like, is Benfica a year away from being a year away? Or maybe they're just a year away. And then you watch a match like this and you're like, are they here now? Like a little bit? Are they a half year? Like, are they close? So they're in this journey. They have great players. They play a smart, cohesive style. I appreciate that you are fully in the tank for them. I got your back on this one.
I appreciate that. Yeah, no, this one, my heart was all up in this one. And what I like about it too is I let my emotional power rankings emerge just from watching the games. No preconceived notions here. I'm watching it and I'm just falling in love just as the ball is getting kicked around.
That's it.